start first. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Just 2 minutes. We'll just wait for Ajay to come here.
How are you, Shah Rukh?
I'm good, yeah.
Thank you for everything.
No, not at all.
Good to see.
How's business? Works good?
We are surviving in India.
No, but what happens with all this Brexit and all this? Does it make a difference in Europe again?
So we hope it settles down. अभी तो काफी panic है, extra panic
ये तो
है.
बड़ा issue हो जाएगा.
Yeah. It's a loss for us.
But were you also rooting through England and their
Yes, we're
standards
selling a
and
lot to UK and we're going to get
All those rules
10-15%
will
less. Yeah. I bought a very nice house in London.
Oh, mashallah.
I'll talk to you.
शुरू करो सर.
Very good evening to all the gentlemen. Good evening, Shah. 6 साल से शाहरुख आपके ब्रांड एम्बेसडर है. कुछ कहना चाहेंगे आज के इस अवसर पर?
सो ये हमारा खुशनसीबी है कि शाहरुख हमारे ब्रांड एम्बेसडर है. इन्होंने जब मैंने पहली बार मिला था तो मैं इनके घर गया था. मैंने इन्हें कहा था कि हमारी कंपनी विश्व में तीसरे स्थान पर है. तो एक सिर्फ शाहरुख है जिन्होंने ये बात पहचानी कि कितनी मेहनत लगती है विश्व में तीसरे नंबर होने पे. और मुझे ये कहते हुए गर्व महसूस होता है कि अब हम विश्व में पहले स्तर पे हैं.
Yeah, it's a big thing, yeah. Mashallah.
And of course, जितनी मेहनत शाहरुख ने की है विश्व में पीपल मैगज़ीन, हर फोर्ब्स मैगज़ीन, हर जगह पर, तो हमें लगता है कि ये हमारी खुशनसीबी है कि शाहरुख के साथ हम हर घर को सुंदर बना सकते हैं हिंदुस्तान में.
शाहरुख बहुत ही ऊर्जावान आपने मतलब आज प्रदर्शन किया, इतना अच्छा स्टेज पे किया, वही एनर्जी देखी जो आप हमेशा जाने जाते हैं. How was the performance? How was being on the stage?
It's actually like Ajay said and Sanjay said, I think it's, I'm a big believer of we should do things from our country and become world famous. So I was really surprised, and there's some other businesses also that I get to hear about, and we are leaders in it already in the world, and furnishing and all the work and manufacturing that they do. I was really surprised to know that they're the third largest company or industry in terms of sales and everything, and now to be amongst the top, that's great pride for India. Yeah. And so I'm one extremely humble, and it always becomes. I always say this: when somebody signs you as a brand ambassador, they're taking their company's value, they're taking their company's reputation and putting it on a face. So if tomorrow something was to be done misappropriated by me, it does reflect on the company and they have nothing to do with me. They've been working hard. So it's a matter of responsibility. And when I come and have a meeting with the dealers, the retailers, the consumers, indirectly, I don't prepare anything. For me, it is as many of them as I can talk to, interact. We can do this only once in a year, or I think the last time we did this was 3 years or 3.5 years ago. It feels nice to know the people who are behind the scenes and front of the scenes, which make D-Deco what it is, which in turn makes me what I am. So I'm very happy that I can come and allay my services for people.
Shah Rukh, all the businesses that you run today, all of them have been startups, not ancestrally gifted to you. So what are the key points that you keep in mind before getting into a startup venture?
I think I do learn from friends. They are quite surprised when they come for the shooting for an hour. They come to say a cordial hello and show me respect and love when I'm shooting for the ads. But I sit down and talk to them about business, and they're like a little taken aback. I get very intrigued by business because I personally am not a good businessman. And the one thing I've learned from all these wonderful people, and there's some other business friends of mine, is that if you don't have passion for something, don't do it. And don't look down upon somebody else's passion. So if they have passion for cloth, and I have passion for acting, or I have passion for doing something for children, each passion has its own place. And do not do a business for the sake of making a quick buck. Don't do a fly-by-night, jig. Do not ever think a business is going to prosper only because you're over smart or smarter than the market. You need to have, I call it, everyone calls it gestation period. There is a period. It's like keeping a baby like a mother does. You have to nurture it. You have to look after it. and actually don't expect anything back in return but the fact that the baby turns out well. And yeah, the money and finances and everything else then follows.
So the risk factor involved doesn't ever scare you or make you.
There's, it's as much risk in having a baby. Yeah, you will feel, you're always worried. I have children who are 18 and 16. They go out in the night, I'm worried. So you'll always be worried about your business. You'll always be worried about your baby. If it should be your baby. Yeah, a lot of people do a lot of businesses, they do stuff and they make a lot of money and God bless them. But I would say if you want to do a business which is about longevity, which is about lasting, which is about, you should do a business you don't want to give to someone else. You want to give it only to your children.
हाय शाहरुख जब आप बॉम्बे आए थे तो आपके पास घर नहीं था, आप फ्रेंड्स के घर पे रहते थे, फिर आपने एक छोटा सा फ्लैट खरीदा और आज आप मन्नत को ओन करते हो। वो सब कुछ आपके पास है जो किसी को भी जेलस फील करा सकता है, एनवी फील करा सकता है। बहुत बड़ी अचीवमेंट्स है आपकी। तो उस पूरे इस चीज़ को किस नज़रिए से आप देखते हैं, क्या कहना चाहेंगे इस बारे में आप?
I truly believe that जब आप जवान होते हैं तो आप थोड़े से याहुम या somebody needs to join us?
No, sorry.
जब आप जवान होते हैं और ये सब के केस इन पॉइंट होगा, मुझे लगता है अजय और संजय भी इस बात को बोलेंगे, तो थोड़ी सी हाउ डू यू से एक जवानी की स्टुपिडिटी होती है कि हमको जो लगता है हम अपने आप को इनफैलेबल समझते हैं, लगता है कि यार कुछ भी गलत नहीं होगा तो हम कूद जाते हैं। सो आई वुड गिव ऑल दिस श्रेय टू दैट जवानी कि यार कर लेते हैं यार, सब ठीक हो जाएगा। और अमूमन ठीक हो ही जाता है क्योंकि उस वक्त फेथ और बिलीफ होता है। जैसे जैसे हम बड़े होने लगते हैं, सिनिकल हो जाते हैं, सोचने लगते हैं, नंबर क्रंचिंग करने लगते हैं और फिर हम कभी कभार ये भी घूम कर सोचते हैं जब पहले हुआ था ऐसा क्यों नहीं हो रहा है इस वक्त। मेरे साथ भी होता है ऐसा, सबके साथ होता है। सो आई वुड से जब मैं नया नया आया था मुंबई में और वो बंगला सब बहुत बड़ा बड़ा बोलते हैं, दिल्ली में सबके बंगले होते थे यार, तो मुझे वो अजीब नहीं लगता था कि हम जब बैंड स्टैंड पे जाते थे तो मैं यार ये तो बंगला तो सभी का होता है, हमें नहीं मालूम था मुंबई में अपार्टमेंट्स होते हैं। तो मुझे ऐसा लगा यार बंगला ही होना चाहिए, हम बहुत गरीब थे लेकिन हमारा भी बंगला ही था। सो आई मे बी कमिंग फ्रॉम दिल्ली यू फेल बंगलो कल्चर, लेकिन मुझको कभी भी, और मैं फिर ये बोलूँगा मैं बहुत शुक्रगुजार, लेकिन मुझे कभी भी मेरी कोई भी मटेरियल चीज़ मेरी अचीवमेंट नहीं लगी। मुझे मन्नत भी मेरी अचीवमेंट नहीं लगती, मुझे गाड़ियाँ अचीवमेंट नहीं लगती, मुझे पैसा अचीवमेंट नहीं लगता है। वो एक चीज़ है जो हो गई और मैं बहुत खुश हूँ और ग्रेटफुल हूँ भगवान का कि ये हुआ। बट बियॉन्ड दैट आई डोंट थिंक अबाउट ऑफ इट इन एनी अदर वे एक्सेप्ट कि जो मेरा कोर काम है, आई होप आई कैन डू दैट वेल। आई एम एन एक्टर, आई होप आई कैन एंटरटेन यू फॉर द रेस्ट ऑफ माई लाइफ, दैट्स ऑल। देयर इज़ नथिंग एल्स, never has any acting been done to buy more. Acting has always been done to give more, and I hope I can do that.
कोई ऐसी ख्वाहिश शाहरुख जो अभी बाकी रह गई हो, अभी कुछ हासिल करना आपको ऐसा लगता है?
अभी तो मैंने कुछ किया ही नहीं, अभी तो शुरू किया मैंने, अभी तो आगे आगे देखो होता है क्या। Genuinely, I feel
always hungry.
Yeah, I genuinely feel I've just started.
I have a question. Last 6 years, you have had a meteoric rise. So, what is your outlook for till 2020? Where do you see the record?
So, जैसे शाहरुख ने कहा कि ज़्यादा नंबर क्रंचिंग नहीं कर रहे, लेकिन वी आर होपिंग दैट इन द कंट्री लॉट्स ऑफ होम्स आर ऑन डिलीवरी। आज इंडिया हैज़ गॉट द हाईएस्ट कंस्ट्रक्शन गोइंग ऑन इन द वर्ल्ड एंड वी लुक फॉरवर्ड टू participating and contributing to those homes and bring growth to the D-Deco family.
So your focus is now shifted from the international market to the domestic market, or
I think
aggressive on both the fronts?
I think definitely India is more at the forefront. The growth is more in India. We are I would say, household name in India now, and the demographics of India. So definitely focus is more on India, but our export business is also strong.
So D-Deco today is a 65% export company, but by 2020 we see will be a 50-50 domestic, and not that exports will go down, but domestic is growing very fast. Thank God to the good initiatives taken by the government, the Make in India, we always believed in it, and with making a brand, having somebody who's supporting and motivating us so much, making the consumer understand, yes, we are doing something.
शाहरुख सर, मेरा सवाल आपसे है, जैसे कि आपने स्टेज पे बोला
बहुत गुस्से से देख रही है वो तुझे, पहले लड़की को बोलने देना।
ओके, आप बोलिए।
फिर उसके बाद
So we've got about 40,000 people watching live on Facebook from a News 18. I've got a question, Shah Rukh. You've got like 20 million Twitter followers. Facebook पे आप live हैं. You're launching D-Assist, which is a digital app. What do well, first of all, the Aurora brothers have to say about coming of age of a furnishing brand? Traditionally, लोग एक motor store में जाके select करते थे. And Shah Rukh, you being associated with them now going digital.
So, like I told you, we never dreamt about our success. We really worked hard in the rickshaws, in the local trains, setting up plants. So for us, it's a big achievement. But we couldn't communicate to the consumer, even making a good product, without a brand. You know, we used to get bullied by the traders. So we one day said we should be a brand and we should deliver value. That's when we changed the complete model of the business and started the wheel rolling. Like I was telling somebody, we're not a big company like a Hyundai or so many big brands which it does. We are a niche company trying to make a difference. But one thing I can tell you, this is D-Decor, which is stopping imported fabric from coming to India. That I can confidently say. Because people go abroad and they say, D-Decor makes it. Why are you buying it from us?
So if I can just add for the Facebook, I would say fans or the Facebook followers or the Facebook generation, that I think the young generation, the future belongs to them. So D-Decor is adapting to their needs and to their preferences.
I think when it comes down to digital, I think if we are in services, whichever that service may be, I give the service of entertainment. I think the two words which become key for a service, and that's why perhaps the digital world comes in and will play a larger role as years go by, is convenience and choice. And the choice is not to choose between A and B. Choice is to choose to see, be, how, where, what, when you wish. So if I want to buy a D-Decor curtain right now, at 1 a.m., I don't have to wait for the morning to go down to the shop. I can at least make the choice and maybe click it and say online, and it's going to be delivered in whenever, as far as the delivery is possible. So I think in services, the greatest luxury that you can offer to a consumer is honestly the choice of doing it when he or she feels like. And that's why the digital world starts becoming better. That'll happen in films also. It'll happen in television. There will be less of appointment viewership. I will not be able to give you an appointment that, I'm coming at 9 and you better see me or not. It's a service. Consumer should say, I want to see you at 9:30. I want to see you at 11. I want to see you at 4 in the morning. And he or she should have access to me if I'm giving a service. So I think the digital world will help that. I mean, it's helping that a lot. It'll help further.